Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome finally to my video review of the Hero Cosmetics SPF 30 sunscreen. Oh, this video has been a very long time coming, has it not? But as you all know, we are back in this space and we can do some up close and personal unfiltered videos. I feel like I don't need to really tell you all that I don't use filters because you can see it, right? You can see it. We are joined upon this fine day by a pimple right here in one of those real annoying spots. Ooh, sunglasses. Not gonna be fun for a little while. But it is precisely my acne-prone and sensitive and dry skin that has me so excited about today's video, because Hero Cosmetics is an entire skincare brand that is geared around the idea of acne-prone skin, and so here we have a mineral sunscreen that is designed for those who deal with acne, such as myself. But let's start out this video with some basics, shall we? So I did purchase this product myself from the Ulta website, where it retails for $19.99, a good year, the best according to the Matrix. Since it's non-prestige, make sure you use an Ulta coupon with this. I would recommend the $3.50 off the $15. That'll make this a $16.50 sunscreen instead. According to Hero Cosmetics, this sunscreen protects and respects acne-prone skin. Thank you so much for that. It is so nice to have some respect. Boosted with Extremolytes and Superfoods. Extremolytes might sound like it's a bit made up, but it's actually referring to based in extremophiles. For example, a personal favorite of mine, the water bear. Do we have any fellow tardigrade fans? I absolutely love them. They're so fascinating. We have a 1.69 ounce pump system here in a tube, kind of an interesting combination, and I'm going to go ahead and get to applying this. I do want to double check today how much product I'm using, so I'm going to pump out the 2-finger length amount, which is actually a little challenging to do with this. It kind of comes out in rather than a smooth line, it comes out with the pump. But I've got my 1/4 teaspoon measure so we can double check to see if I'm using enough sunscreen. Now, I am a nerd who calculated the surface area of my face, and I found that I actually need a little bit less than a 1/4 teaspoon, and looks like that is exactly what I have here. Are you able to see that? Perfect. So I am in fact using the right amount for my skin. There was some intense sunscreen drama that happened over the weekend on Instagram. Do any of you follow Julian, the skincare creator Julian? I'll link his account in the, I'll put his name up on the screen. Julian is an absolutely amazing content creator. Highly recommend his content. He is a fellow LGBTQ+ creator as well as a fellow scientist, and he does amazing kind of condensed posts about ingredients in our skincare products as well as great sunscreen reviews. So he actually needs to use a little bit more sunscreen than I do. He's calculated the surface area of his face as well, and I've talked a lot about how, you know, it will depend on things like the size of your face, your facial features. So he needs a 1/2 teaspoon for his face, neck, ears, and hands. And by the way, when I calculated the surface area, I did not include my ears because I've noticed that the way in which I apply sunscreen is I start with my face and then I go pump more out from my ears. So it's a different calculation entirely for me. Anyway, that's the first layer. I've still got some left in here, so I'm going to go in for a second layer and also make sure to do my eyes. I have this real tendency to miss my eyes the first time as well, so we'll definitely make sure we get them this time. Okay, and that is the very last of it. I will continue to spread this everywhere where I think I may have kind of under applied. And now I can do my ears. Make sure we don't miss anything there. So let me give you some general thoughts about this sunscreen. Can I just say, first of all, I've seen some people absolutely rave about this sunscreen, and I think I understand why. I think it's because you did see that that is a much quicker application than usual for a mineral sunscreen, right? I mean, it's not too bad in terms of the white cast. We are talking about a 17.53% zinc oxide sunscreen here, where it doesn't look too bad, and it's under $20. By a penny, by a single penny, but it counts. Well done, Hero. But I feel like there still are some things that I would point out with this one. The main thing I really wanted to point out is I don't have a lot of facial hair. In fact, you see these sad and pathetic little brows, right? But they still manage to get a kind of a little bit of this sunscreen stuck in them. I don't know how it happens with these sad things still catch the sunscreen, which has me thinking maybe this wouldn't be the best if you are somebody who has facial hair trying to wear this one. I just suspect it might get caught in any facial hair if it's getting caught in these. And the other thing I've noticed with this is that the performance seems to be highly dependent upon what moisturizer you've used. So for example, today's routine is all Beekman 1802. The Bloom Cream is a very fast absorbing moisturizer, so it was perfect for under this. But when I do try to use my heavier moisturizers, the ones that are, kind of geared more towards very dry skin, that's when I experience some pilling with this. I think that very few people will notice this because this is for acne-prone skin, and in general, most people with acne, a higher percentage of people with acne, have oily skin instead of dry skin. All right, my lovelies, let's do our comparisons. We're going back to MAC. I love how that really means something different for beauty enthusiasts than for electronics enthusiasts, does it not? I will slide over so we can discuss this together. So this is an SPF of 30 product. I always feel like the odd one out in skincare circles when I'm over here, like, that's actually what I prefer for day-to-day usage, not the beach. If I'm at the beach, SPF of 50. For day-to-day use, SPF of 30 is actually a really good level for me since I'm indoors for most of the day. As for the finish, I will definitely say that like most sunscreens, I feel that this leans a little bit more on the dewy side. However, it is not as dewy as quite a few others, and again, because this is a zinc oxide based sunscreen, zinc oxide is naturally astringent in its nature, and so it will feel a little drying throughout the day. Talking about speed of application is almost tricky because in reality, for a mineral sunscreen, this applies so quickly and so easily, but compared to chemical filters, it's definitely slower. So I wasn't entirely sure what my own speed of application is based on. I sat here looking at this going, well, is it as a whole or just mineral sunscreen? So yes, I will make sure to just note that for you. Compared to other mineral sunscreens, it's fast. Compared to other two chemical sunscreens, it's a little slower. I've already touched on how this wears. I really do think it wears very well, even under makeup. However, on my dry skin type, it can feel a little drying towards the end of the day. We don't have any information on whether this is waterproof, so I'm assuming they haven't run any testing on that, and we do not have a UVA rating either, which of course is optional in the US. The packaging we've already discussed, and the price per ounce is $11.83 per ounce, but remember you can use coupons to make this less expensive. Ulta also usually has some kind of a buy one get 1% off discount. Even right now, this is buy one get one 40% off. Let's have our chat about the ingredients. Now, on the side of the box here, it does tell you a kind of a short version of the ingredients, so let's refer to that as we talk about the longer list of ingredients. So it says zinc oxide, non-chalky UVA and UVB shield. That is true. That is a broad spectrum filter at 17.53% in this product. I believe they also say that it is non-nano zinc, in case you were curious. The part that sounds made up, Extremolytes, naturally defensive bio ingredients. So again, this does sound rather extreme, so to speak, but it does actually make sense. We've even talked about it before on this channel. So basically, there's now this term that's been given to these very hardy plants and or animals in nature. We've talked about it in the context of algae. So since algae is so hardy, scientists have been wanting to figure out, well, can we apply the hardiness that is found in algae into other applications? And then Green Surge, which as a millennial just makes me think of that drink from the 90s. Do you all remember Surge? Come on, somebody must remember Surge. Somebody. That's quite a list of plant ingredients in this product, and you know, in some ways that's really nice to see. There may be some yet undiscovered benefits to all of these superfoods, not to mention that, of course, they're going to give you a lot of vitamins and minerals. It really is a lot of ingredients, so if you do have allergies, you probably are going to want to make sure you carefully read through this ingredients list. One more note though, I'm shocked, floored, flabbergasted that there's no niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in here. It's fascinating to me because, those are good ingredients, right? They're great ingredients, but because they're good ingredients, they've kind of become ubiquitous in skincare. They're in every product out there. So if you are in the minority of people who cannot use those ingredients, it's gonna be hard for you. And before I wrap up this video, I wanna make sure to comment on the green tint because somehow we've applied it and yet I haven't talked about it. I think that that's because I don't really think that the green stays on your skin. The principle of it being green is so it can cancel out any redness via color theory. Red and green are opposing colors on the color wheel. But if you ask me, it just kind of, it doesn't really stay green. It kind of, if anything, it does look a little bit more white on my skin tone. Again, I do have a light skin tone. If you have a deeper skin tone and you've tried this, feel free to comment how it's been for you, or feel free to check out other content creators who do have a deeper skin tone, like again, my second shout out in this video to Julian. But to wrap everything up, I've got to say I really am quite pleased with this sunscreen. I think it is a well done sunscreen, especially in that it's not too expensive. Again, my notes would just be make sure to approach this with caution if you do have facial hair or if you use more occlusive moisturizers. And that concludes my thoughts on the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield SPF 30. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to know what's coming next, I'm dying to give you all a review of the Summer Fridays. I think we're gonna do a half and half with this one, half this on my face, and the other half will be the Tatcha sunscreen. That darn $60 sunscreen. But that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop any other recommendations you would like to see me review on this channel. And with that said, have a fantastic week and I will see you all next time.